Good morning, students. Good morning, everyone. In the previous lecture, we have seen about introduction to PHP and variables, declaration, and displaying the values of variables. Right? How what is variable? How to declare the variable? How to display the values of variables and various types of variables we have seen. And next, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about data types in PHP. So basically, we have the what is data type? The data type represents set of values and operations which is to be performed on those values here. Basically, in PHP, it is having eight various types of data types here. One is integers, doubles, booleans, null, strings, arrays, objects, and resources. So integers are whole numbers without any decimal points. That is, any number without any decimal point is called integer data type. And example is any number like 1439 and 1426 and 20, 10, any number without any decimal points. Next, doubles. Double are floating point numbers. These will be having some decimal points. Example 3.14159 or 49.1, right? So, but the difference between integer and float, I think you understood. So, integer number doesn't have any decimal points. Float will have the doubles will have the decimal points here. Next, booleans. Booleans data types will have only two values. One is true, another one is false here, and another data type is null. So it is a special data type here, which is newly introduced newly introduced in PHP, and that has only one value, that is called null here. And strings are another data type is strings. These are sequence of characters, uh, or we can call it as any name of the thing or name of the person is a string here, right? So like PHP supports string operations also, like string concatenation, string reverse. Okay, these kinds of operations can be supported by the string data type here. And arrays are named and indexed collection of other values, or we can call it as arrays of group of homogeneous elements. Homogeneous means the group of same types of elements, either all elements are integers or all elements are float or all elements are characters. So next, another and data type is objects. Objects basically are instances of the programmer defined classes which can package up both other kinds of values and functions that are specific to that class here. So example of objects because you are already familiar with some object oriented languages, let's say like C++, Java here. So in that you need to declare the class and you need to create an objects here. So objects, we can also define it as a runtime entity which has some attributes as well as operations here. So these attributes or operations are packed up in a class here, right? These operations perform some operations onto the attributes here. So, and resources. Resources are special variables that hold references to resources external to PHP, such as some database connections are a reference to external PHP files, or including some other external PHP file in this PHP script. So these kinds of external references can be done by using resources data type here. Next, uh, another in detail about integer data types. Integers are whole numbers without any decimal point are called integers here, like 4195. And next, integer data type is a non-decimal number between this range of specified range here. We have the 2147 483 648 and 2147 483 647. This is the range of integer values here, and there are some rules for integers data types. An integer must have at least one digit. It can be 0 or it can be 1, right? One is also integer, 2, 3, 4 up to 9, right? Any single digit number is also integer here. And integer must not have any decimal point, so that it should not have any decimal points like 2, 2.6, 2.7. This is not an integer number. And integer can be either positive or negative, so it can be positive number or negative number. Integers can be specified in three different formats. Either it can be a base 10 number or base 8 number or base 16 number here. If it is a base 10 number, it is a decimal. If it is a base 8 number, octal number, and base 16, it is hexadecimal number here. And the values of decimal number 0 to 9, values of octal number 0 to 7, values of hexadecimal number 0 to 15, in which 0 to 9 are decimal numbers, and remaining numbers are represented by using alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F here, right? So this is about integer data type. This is an example for integer, for demonstration of the integer and float numbers here. So integer x is equal to 5985. X is an integer variable, because already we have discussed when a variable is initialized, the value itself tells the type of variable. Because x is initialized with 5985, it is an integer number, so x is integer variable. Okay, so var_dump is a built-in function which is supported in PHP, so which returns the value of a variable and type of variable here. See the output here. So value is 5985, its data type is integer here. Next example is for float number here. Again, $x is equal to 10.5985. 5985 is the float number, and now x is a float value, float variable. So var_dump of x, which displays the value, is 10.5985, and its type is float here, right? The purpose of var_dump function is which returns the value of a variable and type of variable here. Next, PHP data types null here. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, that is null here. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it here, right? If a variable is created without a value, then it is automatically assigned a value of null. For example, $x, it is not initialized with any value here, so then x value becomes null. If dollar some a is not initialized with any value here, then automatically its value null here. If suppose if you declare initialize $x is equal to 10, so x is initialized assigned a value 10, it is an integer here, right? So similarly, variables can be emptied by setting the value 10. That means if some particular a variable is having some value already, so you can make it empty here. So $x is equal to 10, so x is having value 10 here, we can make initialize with null here. Then we have to do that $x is equal to null, so then x value becomes null here, that is x is emptied here. So see, in this example, $x is equal to hello world, and now its value is hello world here, and $x equal to null, so x is emptied and its value becomes null here, the output is null. Next, another data type supported in PHP is arrays here. So arrays are group of homogeneous elements which are referred by a single name or single variable name, or an array stores multiple values in one single variable name here, right? So this example, how to create an array in PHP, $cars equal to array. So array is a function which is used to create arrays in PHP, and Volvo, BMW, Toyota, these are elements of the array. So elements, the arrays can be initialized by passing values or parameters to the array function. These values becomes elements of the array, and course is the name of the array here, and you can display the value of uh, uh, arrays here by using var_dump here, var_dump $course here, right? So here you can see in the output array of 3. 3 means size of the array here. Size means how many elements it is having? Three elements it is having. Volvo, BMW, Toyota here. And 0 is what? Index of the first element. And string of 5 means the first element size. And it is what type of element? String element. So that is what the string, and its size is 5 here, and Volvo is its value. Likewise, we have the at index 1. So which returns string of 3 BMW. String of 3 is nothing but the second element is of type string. Its value is 3. That is size is 3. 3 characters it is having, and its value is BMW. At index 2 here, again, which is returning string of 6 Toyota. Toyota is string type. How many characters it is having here? 6 characters, and its value is Toyota here. So likewise, so this VADM function, while displaying the arrays here, which returns size of the array and type of each element, size of each element, and element name here. So all these things can be displayed. Next, objects. Another data types are objects here. So basically, objects must be declared in PHP, and while declaring, before declaring the objects, a class must be created here. So in object-oriented programming, generally what we will do here, first we have to create a class, and then we have to create an object by using that class name. The same procedure we have to follow in PHP also. So first declare a class of object. For this, use the class keyword. And class is a structure that can contain properties and methods. Already explained you. Object is nothing but it is an entity which has some properties or attributes and operations. So these properties or attributes are some members of that object, and methods are operations which are to be performed on those properties here, right? So we must, while before creating object, we must declare a class, then we have to create an object. For example, if you are familiar with object-oriented programming languages like C++, Java here, in C++, first we declare a class, then we have to create an object here. Example, for example, if you take a student class here, so in the student class student, and within that open curly brace, and within that you have to specify the properties and methods like student number, student name, student marks are the properties, and get data, put data methods. Okay, so these all wrapped in a single class here. And how to create an object? Simply you will give the class name student, some x equal to new student, that is x is an object here. So same procedure we have to create in PHP. I will show one example here. So in this example, in PHP, car is a class declared by using the keyword class. So class is a keyword in PHP, and another one function. Function is the keyword which is used in PHP in order to create the functions. Here in this class, we are going to declare one function, that is car, because its name is same as the class name. We can also call it as a constructor, and this model, it is an attribute here. So and its value is VW. Its value is VW here, that is attribute value, and then close the class. The class declaration part is over. After that, we have to create an object. Here B equal to new. New is a keyword which is used to create an object, and car is the name of the class, right? So here B is an object created, okay, by using new keyword and class name here. So next, if you want to display the value of attribute of object here, so then echo Herbie model, so its value will be VW will be displayed here. Is it clear? So this is about, up to this we learned about basic data types in PHP here in detail. Just I have given the brief about data types here, and in detail about these data types we will see in the next class. Thank you. అయిపోయింది.